when a problem comes, we establish an institution to deal with that, to address that problem. And what you end up then is that a lot of institutions in place, and all of them are competing for the little resources available in the treasury, with the national coffers. So we have a lot of institutions now that they are surviving, but they don't have enough to actually really do well in their mandate. They maybe have just little to sustain some employees and their offices and all that, but those people now lack the resources they need to actually do the actual work.
As far as dealing with counterfeits, standards assessment and the protection of intellectual property rights goes, Kenya has a myriad of agencies, including the Standards Bureau, the Anti-Counterfeit Agency, the Plant Health Inspectorate Service, the Industrial Property Institute, among others. But could a case be made purely for economic reasons to collapse all these agencies into one?
Maybe eventually could also be in one agency, a super, standards, quality, and legal trade agency of some kind. So you bring in the inspection work of CAFIS, of CABS, and the Copyright Board, as well as the market surveillance and basically the market protection role. So you can. I think there's no harm in aspiring to a super IPR protector agency that would use all these resources in a much more coordinated manner.
Coincidentally, the search for the optimal size for state bodies now has a golden chance to be implemented.
Do a complete audit. You see, like now that we are going to have even a smaller government with a few ministries, as these ones are being established, I think we have a nice policy window or a nice opportunity to take a very, very rigorous and detailed audit of institutions that we have, to see the ones that are duplicating, that can be merged together, to see the ones that maybe were established to play a certain mandate, they have done it, it's no longer relevant, and then you kill them.
Trying to get rid of counterfeits in a country which gives its agencies skeleton budgets and has agencies with silo mentalities that don't want to work with each other, that still aren't quite used to that idea in the first place, and add to that endemic corruption, can seem like a pointless battle at times.
I would, in spite of the enormous challenges, I would not agree that it is a losing battle. More so because of the fact that it is imperative that we fight trade in counterfeit goods. Because if we have to have a thriving economy, an economy that can deliver in terms of Vision 2030, or an economy that has to deliver in terms of the medium-term framework, we must fight trade in counterfeit goods. And just to give an example, trade in counterfeit goods affects investment, both local investment and foreign direct investment. Because there is no investor who would wish to set up an industry in Kenya when all his goods will be counterfeited. So it is that bad.
Reform, consolidation, cost-cutting, and a great deal of common sense. As simple as those ideas may seem, implementing them in practice is not as easy as it sounds.
It would be nice to be, free of fake products overnight. That's what all of us would like all counterfeit products to go. But the movement of counterfeit products is all part of other illicit trade, and that illicit trade, whether it's doing counterfeit products, doing uncustomed goods, doing illegal substances, and others, is all it's big business and often linked to to politics as well. So there's many tentacles around illicit trade that make it difficult to break it quickly.
The fact that before October 2011 it was possible to move an estimated 500 tons of illegal sugar through the Kenya-Somalia border on a near daily basis, with millions of dollars in revenue going into Al-Shabaab's hands, is a real-life example of such high-level organization and the sort of challenge that we face in dealing with counterfeits. This is a multi-headed hydra that needs to be cut down on many fronts, with local enforcement, with the government making policy on the basis of economic need, not political expediency or purely cosmetic populist gestures, but most importantly, with consumers like you and I, and taxpayers who consistently demand quality goods and see to it that they get it.